Welcome back. Well, big changes on the way tomorrow, the last mile day for a while. Don't worry, though. We'll be back into the 70s before we get to New Year's Eve, but between now and then, we have a shot at the Siberian Express is on the way. Tomorrow, nice mild day. We'll be in the 60s tomorrow. No issues there. The Siberian Express. Why are we calling it Siberian, not Arctic? Well, the air comes from the Arctic, but it started over by Siberia, across the Arctic Circle, now is moved into the northern portions of the U.S. And for us, it means teens to low 20s by Friday morning, single-digit wind chills. So protect your pipes, people, pets, plants, and unfortunately, there will be no frozen precipitation, but I'm going to give that a little asterisk. Let's get to the weather wall. We'll talk a little bit about that as I work my way over there. Always have to keep an eye when we get this colder air, have to keep an eye on the Basin Bridge because sometimes we can get a steam fog that develops out because of the swamp. You get this cold air over the warmer swamp. You get a little bit of fog. It's called a steam fog. It's not steam. It's just a little fog. And that fog can accrete on the Atchafalaya Basin Bridge. We've seen it happen in some years. Other years it doesn't happen. It all depends on wind, and we're going to have too much wind Friday night into Thursday night into Friday morning. Too much wind Friday night into Saturday morning, maybe. Look out for Saturday night, Sunday morning. So something we'll keep an eye on, but there's no way to predict what's going to happen. So temperatures very cold and they continue to plummet. Cheyenne was 41 earlier today, now minus 16, minus 20 as you get to Wolf Point, Montana in the minus 20 degree range. And there is wind with this as well. Let's take a look at the wind chills. These wind chills down into the minus 40 degree range. Rapid City at minus 45, minus 40 in Cheyenne. Denver at minus 24. You can see a lot of minus 40s, and some spots are going to hit minus 50 degrees tonight, maybe even a little bit colder than that across portions of, say, South Dakota, Nebraska, as this cold air with the wind continues to pour in. So here's the big picture. We have a storm system that's developing. You can see the pressure gradient really tightening up here. That's where the strong winds and the front is, and we'll have an area of low pressure that's going to move off to the north and east, and we have lots of winter storm warnings, blizzard warnings in the orange, so lots of winter weather advisories, and there's going to be some snow not too far behind, but it's going to be closer to Arkansas. Meanwhile, here locally, we're just looking at cloud cover, and that's all we're going to see. The only blue we get is for wind chill advisories and also this hard freeze warning that's in effect for tomorrow evening through at least Saturday. I'm saying it's valid through Saturday, but it may continue through Sunday with those sub-freezing temperatures and temperatures plummeting down upper teens to lower 20s. So there's your area of low pressure developing, moving through the Great Lakes, a ridge, Arctic ridge of high pressure moving in directly from Siberia. And that's it. You can track this air all the way directly over to Siberia. That'll be knocking on our door. It's going to smell nice and fresh for sure, but it's also going to be cold, and your nostrils may freeze up a little bit with those temperatures. As we look at the big picture, here's all the snow again, making it as close as northern Arkansas, portions of Tennessee, but that's about it. All the big snows, foot to 2 feet of snow at least across the Midwest and the Great Lakes. For us, mostly cloudy. Temperatures holding steady tonight. Could see the cloud deck lowering down far enough to reduce visibility a little bit and see a little mist in those clouds, as we are going to see a southerly wind develop out ahead of this front, and that gets us into the mid-60s tomorrow afternoon. Few scattered showers, but not much. They'll be moving out quickly, and then tight pressure gradient. Cold and windy as well. Winds gusting in the 30 to 40 mile per hour range tomorrow night through Friday morning. That means the wind chills will be down into the single digits. Look at the dew points, down to 2. So that's as dry as our air gets ever around here. Some high clouds going into Friday night, Saturday morning. That could hold our temperatures closer to lower 20s versus upper teens, but I'm going upper teens for Saturday night into Sunday morning. So as we head into your futurecast, temperatures you see will be in the 60s tomorrow, and then that cold air comes pouring in and temperatures dropping down into the lower 20s by Friday morning, and wind chills much colder than that. Quick look at your wind chills and you'll see them rolling in here. Wind chills down into the single digits, sub-zero wind chills up towards Shreveport. It's going to be awfully cold for the Independence Bowl. Go Raging Cajuns, and make sure you got the warm weather gear going going there. So windy and brutally cold for Acadiana standards as we head into Friday. Friday night, Saturday morning, that's the coldest I think I'm going to go, 19 or 20. And that's for Lafayette. Could be mid-teens, northern portions of Acadiana, depending on high clouds. And then gradually warming up, but freezes every night through Sunday night into Monday. And then finally milder temperatures later next week. That's it for weather for now. We'll be right back right after this.